Hey everyone! In this video, we'll take a look at the bottom-most section of the Post Pro panel. The bottom section of the panel is divided into the layer tools, layer mask tools, and viewing options. The first two rows consist of all the layer tools, starting with the Create a New Layer button, followed by Layer via Copy. Then is Create or Release a Layer Clipping Mask button, Blend If Layer options, Convert Layer to a Smart Object, Rasterize a Smart Object layer, and the new Empty Layer Contents button, which selects all the contents of the layer and then deletes only the contents, but not the layer itself. This comes in handy especially when you're painting on a layer. Some alternate tools are also available with most of these buttons. Holding Alt or Option key when clicking on New Layer lets you name the layer before creating it. And holding Alt or Option key when clicking on Layer via Copy switches to Duplicate Layer, which duplicates the entire layer disregarding any active selection. So if you want to copy the contents of your selection to a new layer, don't use this alternate option. Just make your selection and click on Duplicate Layer icon without holding the Alt button. Holding Alt or Option key when clicking on Blend If button clears all the Blend If layer settings. The second row of layer tools includes Stamp Visible, which merges all the visible layers to a new layer on top. Next is Merge Layers button. Make sure to select the layers that you want to merge together before clicking on the Merge button. Then is Group or Ungroup Layers button, which auto-detects the layer type and then decides whether to group or ungroup the layers. Finally, there is the Delete Layer button. Holding Alt or Option key when clicking on Merge Layers switches to Flatten All Layers. The third row is the Layer Mask Tools section, which starts with the Create Mask button, Invert Mask, Hide or Show Mask. Then is the new Copy Mask button, which lets you copy the mask from a selected layer, followed by Paste Mask button, which lets you paste the mask you copied to the new target layer. Next is Apply Mask to the layer, and a Paint In Mask button. The Paint In Mask feature lets you mask an already existing mask. Holding Alt or Option key when clicking on the Reveal All Mask button switches to create a Hide All mask. Holding Alt or Option key when clicking on Apply Mask switches to the Delete Mask button. Finally, at the bottom row are the viewing options, which includes the Fit on Screen button, 100% View, Split View Vertical, and the Match All button. Holding Alt or Option key when clicking on Fit Screen switches to Fit to Canvas or Selection button. This amazing new feature automatically resizes the layer content to fit inside the entire canvas. And if there's an active selection in the image, then the layer content fits within the dimensions of the selection. Holding Alt or Option key when clicking on 100% View switches to the 200% View button. And holding Alt or Option key when clicking on the Split View Vertical button switches to the Split View Horizontal. That brings us to the end of this series. Don't forget to like and subscribe for future video tutorials.